My name is Matt Rakes, and I serve in the hospitality ministry.
And my name is Courtney Rakes, and I serve in the children's.
Courtney and I first came to Providence about 20 years ago when we were at the Village Church, and they said they're planting this church up in Frisco. I have grown by leaps and bounds in really understanding the more weightier things of Scripture since I have come to this church, and through a variety of leaders here all throughout the years, there's always been attention to being true to Scripture, not shying away from Scripture. And I've seen that work throughout, again, not only my life, but other lives throughout the church.
I'm involved in the children's area, and I would probably, since day one, it's been exciting and encouraging, to go from like one service, then to 2 services and 3 services. And, we used to be like maybe K through 5 or something. And now we're like trying to get here's a kindergarten class, first grade class, second grade. And it's exciting to see that, and exciting to see our student ministry go. Because we were at one point having a lot of people leave the church because we just didn't have that built up yet. And they needed their kids to be plugged in. Just to see that we have a bridge now, these different avenues where kids can get plugged in, and parents are like, yes, my kids are getting fed here, and we can grow as a family. And so it's amazing just to see how the Lord has grown that.
God has shown us throughout our years here that it's His church. We've planted church after church after church here. We've sent others to struggling churches, yet God continues to use this ministry to pour into the city of Frisco. And not every church is like that. And so we continue to grow even though we continue to send. And so it's crazy how those two things are happening. And that's why it's like, it's not a us thing, it's a God thing. Mm-hmm. We've just continued to see the fruit of what God is doing here. So continuing to give, and when I'll tithe, I'll pray, and I'll ask God to use whatever I'm giving to His glory, and use us how He will. And He has done that for 20 years. But you definitely see that God is using our time, our talents, our financial gifts to His glory by the lives that have been changed, by the people that continually come every week to this church and join the community. You continue to see God working in their lives. Mm-hmm. The thing that excites me about potentially moving into a bigger and newer building is working in the hospitality team and working with the ushers, and the difficulty that we have sometimes in trying to find seats for everybody who's coming in. And so being able to have a place for everybody to come in and not have to turn people away would be amazing.
The thing I'm excited about is the space in the room. I think with elementary right now, we're busting at the seams, like in every kid area. I'm excited to see what that entails and opening that up, and to have those kids also go into their schools and their communities and be able to come to church with me, this is what we're doing here, and we have so much fun. And I would love if kids could start doing that, going in their neighborhoods and inviting people, to their church, and making it a space to where, it's just, we have all of that, and we could hold more kids, And I think the location is going to be amazing, to hit where we're going to be across from Universal Studios and just the PGA up there. So I think it's just another area to hit and reach more people that we're growing in Frisco and all around.